Tragedy struck near the nation's capital when an American Airlines flight collided against a military aircraft over the Potomac River.
Our DC Bureau reporter David Lascano has more. He's live from the scene. David, can you walk us through it?
Good morning, Alejandro and Julian. I'm standing right next to the Potomac River. Right, only 100 miles from here was when the collision took place. Now, if you look over my right shoulder, you can see the Ronald Reagan National Airport where the flight was supposed to land yesterday night. And if we take a look at the other side, you can see the lights from the rescue team that were trying to help as many survivors as they can.
Now, David, are there any updates about recovery efforts?
Well, as of now, they have found 28 bodies and 28 deaths have been confirmed, but the rescue team is working hard. Now that it's the daylight, it's much better because there's warmer temperatures and you can actually see what's on the river. But you got to imagine what would be like yesterday night, where the water was murky, it was cold, and the icy wind gave no talking to these rescue workers that were trying to pull as many people as they could out of the water.
I saw the plane banking at an angle that a plane shouldn't bank, and I saw sparks flying.
Crash. This is alert 3. Crash. This is alert 3.
Air traffic control recordings released Thursday morning following a crash late Wednesday night when a passenger plane carrying 64 people collided with a U.S. Army Black Hawk helicopter mid-air over Washington, D.C.
We are actively working with local, state, and federal authorities on emergency response efforts, and the American Airlines care team has been activated to assist our passengers and their families.
American Airlines says PSA-operated Flight 5342 from Wichita, Kansas, was trying to land at Reagan National Airport at the time of impact.
The challenges are access. The water that we're operating in is about 8 feet deep. There is wind. There is pieces of ice out there. So it's just dangerous and hard to work in.
It had 60 passengers and 4 crew members on board when it went down in the Potomac River.
At this point, we don't believe there are any survivors from this accident. And we have recovered 27 people from the plane and 1 from the helicopter.
I'm just praying that somebody's pulling her out of the river right now. She texted me that they were landing in 20 minutes. The rest of my text did not get delivered.
According to officials, the helicopter was on a training flight from Virginia. Now, just hours after the accident, the CEO of American Airlines released a statement directed to the families and relatives of the victim, and he said that he's going to come to Washington, D.C. with his GO team shortly. Donald Trump also tweeted on the X platform that he considers this accident he blames this accident on negligency, quoting that this is not good and it could have been prevented. For Caplin News reporting live from Washington, D.C., I'm David Lascano.